Let's dive in, not waste your guys' time here at Vagabond Builds with this comparison. The 2025, yes, this is the old style, outdated GLA 250 versus the new 2026 GLC 300. And the reason we're doing this comparison, guys, is because pretty much we want to show you guys what you get in regards to the price tag, as well as if you want subcompact versus compact here on Mercedes. Now, we know that the GLA is a little bit outdated. We're waiting for a new update. So this is all we got. You're gonna have to bear with us if you're in the market for one of these vehicles. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe as we truly need it and appreciate your guys' support, as well as if you have something for us to film, here's our email below. Emails, we'll talk details later. And a special thanks and a shout out to Envision Motors Mercedes here in Rockland, California for providing us these cars for this walk around review. Now, if you find yourselves in the area, shoot over to Envision Motors Mercedes in Rockland, and they have a great team to help you guys out. Now, what do we get in regards to powertrain from GLA to GLC? GLA 250 comes with a 2.0 four-cylinder turbocharged engine, 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, pushing 221 horsepower with 258 pounds-feet of torque. MPG is going to be 26 city, 34 highway with a 13.5-gallon gas tank size. Coming over to the GLC, 2.0-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine, 9-speed automatic transmission, pushing 255 horsepower with 295 pounds-feet of torque. MPG is going to be 24 city, 32 highway in a 17-gallon gas tank size, okay? Now, on the GLC 300 only, you get a two-wheel drive option or a four-wheel drive option. Keep that in mind. If you go the other trims, you're getting all-wheel drive standard. With the GLA 250, again, front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive in the 4MATIC or the GL AMG, all right? We just wanted to mention that as well. Now let's talk front ends. As you guys can see, they're same family. We do have an AMG line package, $3,400 added on top of this GLC. So bear with us. This is what we can find. Starting with the GLA, you got the bigger headlights, bubble look, LED high performance headlights, the crystallized eyebrows for the hazards, LED front fog lights, bumper sensors going across, corporate Mercedes front grille, matte black plastic, chrome, and matte gray. Dropping down again, more chrome, more matte black plastic, and more matte gray. Okay. Now, coming over to the GLC, a little bit more premium look with that AMG line. Again, it's going to cost you more. But if you guys want to know that the MSRP price suggested on the GLA is coming in at $43,000, and the GLC is coming at the $49,000 mark without all the added options. So pretty fair in regards to comparison with the price. You're still getting LED high performance headlights with the blacked out housing. We have the upper eyebrows, still hazards. As you guys can see, they resemble each other there. And we have active live air vents, no fog lights on the GLC. Up top, we have the corporate Mercedes grille, the newer style with chrome and high gloss black, as well as dropping down more matte black plastic lower grille, bumper sensors, and glossy black trim on the bottom. Coming over to the hoods kind of resemble with the four body lines going across that hood. Dropping over to the wheel well area. Wheel well area, we have the GLC getting painted wheel well trims versus matte black plastic on the GL 250. Dropping down, we have the standard Continental Pro Contact SSRs, machine surface silver, high gloss black, and the size of this exact setup is 235, 55, 18. Suspension system is shock spring strut suspension. Now on the GLC, I have to mention it's about a $1,200 upgrade. You're getting a 255, 45, 20 Continental Eco Contact summer tire, machine surface silver, high gloss black. Suspension is shock spring strut suspension. Coming over to side mirrors. Side mirrors are different, integrated blinker lightings with the matte black plastic on the bottom, automatic foldable, as well as the exterior paint color on the top of the vehicles. We come over to the two-tone handles, and the handles on the GLA are chrome with, again, the polar white with keyless fob entry, silver going around the windows, and silver up top for the roof rails. Over to the GLC. GLC does get keyless fob entry, again, different look on the handles, and we have high gloss black because it's the nightshade package, as well as matte black plastic roof rails, and the bottom trim is matte plastic and matte plastic on both. But you get kind of a pop out here, giving it more of a sportier look on the GLC. Now let's talk dimensions since I'm here on the side. Well, dimensions between both. The GLA is coming in at 12 inches shorter. So you're getting 174 inches in length on the GLA with 72 inches in width and 64 inches in height. That is 12 inches longer on the GLC, coming in at 184 inches in length. You're also getting 3 inches wider, 75 inches on the width, and on the height, you're getting an inch higher, which is 65 inches. So keep that in mind. Wheelbases are going to be different. You get 107 inches wheelbase on the GLAs. GLC is 113 inches. Coming over to the rear, you're going to see a lot of difference here. The doors as well. I want to show you guys, keep that in mind. The door angle or the curvature of the doors, you're getting a different look on the doors, okay? Now, glass back here, smaller on the GLA, GLC, bigger. Again, does resemble each other. It looks like it's just oversized on the GLC. Then we come over to the rear. This is where you're going to see the difference here in length. Now the GLA, spoiler up top, brake light in the spoiler, privacy glass wiper. GLA 250 here on the left with the LED rear taillights. A backup camera does pop down right over that Envision Motors license plate. Silver scuff pad with matte black plastic bumper fascia and a chrome tip on each side of the GLA 250. Then we come over to the GLC. GLC spoiler up top, brake light, privacy glass, wiper. GLC 300 on the left. A backup camera also tucks over that Envision Motors license plate. Chrome scuff pad, and you're getting matte black plastic trim, chrome tip exhaust on the right and on the left, finishing off that diffuser area with high gloss black. Let's go ahead and show you cargo. Both have electric tailgates, very nice and convenient. And let's talk GLA cargo. 15 cubic feet of space for the GLA cargo, 50 maximum cubic feet of space with the second row seats down. On the right-hand side, we get a little pocket for mesh. And what do we get under this mat? A subwoofer, battery, but no spare tire in the GLA. Then we come over to the GLC. 22 cubic feet of space. So you're getting 7 extra cubic feet of space with the second row seat up. And then you're getting 56 cubic feet of space maximum. Again, another 6 cubic feet of space on the maximum side of cargo. Again, way bigger on the cargo area. And on the right-hand side and on the left, you're getting switches to drop that second row. All right. Well, it's not dropping because of the seatbelt is locked in place, but you get the point. 40, 20, 40, and both have that. What do we get under the mat? A spare tire. So GLC gets you the spare tire and your battery system there, which I have to say a spare tire can be a make it or break it for a vehicle. Now we're pretty much done with both cargos. And I want to mention one more thing. When you're properly equipped with the 4MATIC in both, you're getting about 3,500 max towing capacity on the GLC and about 4,000 pounds max towing capacity on the GLA, which is kind of different. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can correct me, but that's what I'm getting. So you're getting more towing on the GLA when you get the 4MATIC. So now let's shoot over to the interior. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now let's show you first the interior of the GLA 250, everybody. Well, you're going to see, again, differences, but you're going to also see the idea that they are of the same family. Now, starting with the door sill plate, both of them have the Mercedes-Benz door sill plates. We come over to the seating. Now, the seating looks completely different. We have the 2-piece leg extension on the GLA 252, whereas on the GLC 300, you're going to have the leg extensions integrated into the seat, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. Now, the stitching patterns look completely different. In front, both have a lockable glove compartment, but the dashboard is going to look completely different. Now, the GLA 250, I have to say, I do like that Mercedes design that you get. We have the circular air vents. This is going to resemble each other. Ambient lighting on the dashboard and on the door panels. Then we come over to the interface of the infotainment screen, but I have to say the GLA gets navigation at $43,000. The GLC doesn't get navigation at $49,000. Keep that in mind. That's a big thing. That might be a make it or break it for others. You can slide right or left as you guys can see. Now, more air vents here. These are going to be placed differently in the GLC. Dropping down, this is where I kind of like the GLA better. Why do I say that? Because you actually have the hard buttons, which I find a little bit more convenient and easy to use. I'm not fishing around, or you know how touch sensitive screens go. You might want to press one thing and you press the other thing, and it has to be exactly on that spot, to where here on the hard buttons, I actually feel like I can navigate my fingers a whole lot better. Wireless charging pad here, USB-C, 12-volt outlet, cup holders, dynamic mode switch, as you guys can adjust your modes. And we come over to the parking backup camera here. Then we have our fingerprint square there, dual lid on the center console, USB-C plugins. Up top, you're not going to get that glass in the GLA, all right? The GLA comes slick top, in front a frameless rear view mirror with auto dimming capability. Over to the driver cockpit cluster display. Again, same interface on both. There's nothing different in regards to the interface. You can actually change your theme on that interface. The controls on the steering wheel from the right to the left is going to be pretty much the same. Yeah, different style, but the same controls, meaning like you get to control the infotainment screen on the right, as well as your voice control, your phone controls, and your media volume control on the right. You get that on the GLC as well. GLA also controls to the center front cluster is going to be here on the left. Cruise control, paddle shifters pretty much resemble each other. Shift lever for your transmission, and windshield wiper lever on the left. Coming over to the left-hand side of the dashboard, lighting knob with your parking brake and your knob there for your dimming of your dashboard lights pretty much resembles each other. Door panels, ambient lighting, you're gonna get a different look on the door panels. The GLC 300 does have the floating surfaces, which in my case, I actually like the non-floating surfaces. It looks a little bit more masculine, less cheap. The GLC is gonna have the little floating surfaces, just feels more plasticky to me. Sandu behind this camera would disagree with me, but window switches here on the windows and side mirror switches with the tailgate switch. Let's go ahead and show you guys the second row seating and then jump inside the GLC 300. Now, second row seating of the GLA. To put space into perspective, I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall. Leg clearance is there in the GLA. Up top, head clearance is there. Now, you actually get more head clearance in this GLA than you do in the GLC. There's no panoramic glass up top on the GLA, so you're getting more coverage because you don't have that glass system. Now, seating, you get about 4 adults comfortably in the GLA, with the 5th one probably squishing in the middle. No armrest here in the center, as well as in the front, mesh pockets instead of hard back pockets like the GLC has. And then we come over to the center console. You get, resembling both, 2 little round air vents, but if you drop down, you don't get tech in the GLC. The GLA here, 2 USB-C plugins with the 115-volt inverter, which is very good for the suggested MSRP price of $43,000, everybody. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys the GLC 300 and show you guys what the suggested MSRP price at $49,000 gets you. Now, let's talk GLC 300 interior. Starting with the door sill plates, Mercedes-Benz, as I said to you guys. But I have to say, coming over to the seats are a whole lot more plush and comfortable in the GLC 300. So, big difference in regards to the seats. The GLA does come a bit more stiff, to where here you get that softer, more plush feel. And the leg extensions, as you guys can see, this part actually extends out and it looks as if it's one piece instead of 2 pieces, and just a feel bit more luxurious design on the seating surface, okay? Then we come over to the dashboard. Well, we still have the circular air vents, but we get different inlays, natural wooden inlays, the vertical lining, silver, and we have ambient lighting, which the ambient lighting is actually hidden, which looks a bit more classy, not just popped out there in front of you. Over to the infotainment screen. Yes, this is where the screen does win over the GLA here, but you don't get navigation. You do get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto inside the GLC 300. Dual climate controls, this is where they're at. Instead of the hard buttons like the GLA, you get the touch-sensitive climate controls. And I don't find myself, honestly, tripping over these buttons when I'm actually utilizing them or controlling them, because they actually have some pretty big touch-sensitive icons when you're maneuvering through. Dynamics, you get 4 different drive modes as well as in the GLA, so that's pretty much the same. A backup camera, same. Then we come over to the touch-sensitive hazards, turn the system on and off, as well as your media controls. Under this cover here for the center console. USB-C plug-in wireless charging pad is tucked away here with ambient lighting. Cup holders are here. I have to say I like the center console on the GLA better, a little bit lower, feels a little bit more airy inside the GLA. USB-C plug-in with center console area. Up top, this is where you're going to win over the GLA. I know some people like to stay away from the sunroofs because they don't want leaks and stuff. But again, tilt slide moonroof option. A lot of people like their sunroofs. We have the floating panel here with the ambient lighting. Does feel a little bit more rich up here than the GLA. Same mirror with the frameless rearview mirror with auto dimming capability. Then we come over to the steering wheel. I have to say the GLC steering wheel is a whole lot nicer with that kind of split spoke system. Same controls on the right and on the left. Paddle shifting for that 9-speed, and then the lever here is exactly the same, and the lever here for the signal lights and windshield wipers. The screen here in the front of the driver, let's go ahead and show you guys. You can mess around with as well, and you get the different themes too, but no navigation, as you guys can see. If I press navigation, that's what you get. Further left, we get the lighting knob and a parking brake button in the same area. Then we come over to the door panel. We have the floating surface here with the seat controls, as well as the memory seating, up to 3 memory seatings. You have heated and ventilated seats inside the GLC. Unlock lock button, ambient lighting for the handle, as well as your floating armrest, window switches, side mirror switches, and a switch there for your tailgate. That's pretty much it for the front. Let's show you second row seating of the GLC. Now the GLC, well, let me go ahead and push that back, but we got the armrest right off the bat, and we got the more plush feel seats, and it is a bit wider. Remember, guys, you're getting 3 inches wider on the width of this vehicle, so you're gonna feel a little bit more wideness inside the vehicle. Legroom is there. Head clearance, you don't get as much head clearance. Why? Because you have this glass system in that, right? Now, in front, we have the hard back pockets instead of the mesh. Then we come here, we have the round air vents, but no tech here in the GLC. That's a bah humbug moment where you don't get tech at this $49,000 mark, okay? Then the door panels, you get ambient lighting back here with the floating surfaces back here. So it looks a little bit more rich back here in the GLC. Now, everybody, here's the MSRP stickers. First for the GLA, coming in at suggested MSRP at $43,000. You're gonna get a little extra in regards to the add-ons. Here's the MSRP sticker now to the GLC. Suggested MSRP is the $49,550 with all the add-ins on the GLC with the AMG line, the wheel setup and all that stuff. You're coming in at $10,000 extra, coming in at $59,000 for this exact unit. So hopefully this video did help you guys to get an overall idea of the size differences, the models, the designs, and all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hype up this video. Thank you, and God bless you.